Welcome to another episode of When Matching Parts Are Not Best. And today we have Tediore shotguns. This is the Blockade with the vertical grip, so the genteel prefix, and the matching Tediore grip. So you can see the reload speed here. The matching grip bonus is 2.0, which is really fast for a shotgun. Magazine size of 8, but 178,000 per pellet is a bit on the weak side, although this does have splash and this still packs a punch with the Tediore grip, but that might be an issue. So I've got one of each grip here. The Hyperion is in my backpack, but I think so. Or did I get rid of that? That's here, but we can pretty much rule this out. It actually lowers the damage. It only gives you more accuracy, so there's no reason to go with that. Done with that one. So I'm going to start up top here with the Jacobs. This is just Jacobs versus Jacobs here. You can see that's quite a bit more damage than what we saw with the Tediore. Actually, I'll just compare it to that. That's a decent increase, especially when you put it along 11 pellets with splash damage. The fire rate, I don't consider that a loss. But the reload speed is significantly higher at a 0.6. That matters. But I might be able to negate that enough where it doesn't matter. And then the magazine size. Now, the question here is, because when I reload, I throw and I do damage, I'll be doing more damage because I have more damage per pellet on that reload. Am I losing that much damage? Now, in a typical gun, when you reload, you're doing 0 damage, but with a Blockhead, you can be doing damage. So that's kind of the question here. I can put it into a DPS chart, but that doesn't always tell you what's better. So I'm going to compare it to the others here. This is the Torgue grip here. Slightly less damage. You keep the fire rate. Accuracy doesn't really matter there because it's a set fire pattern. And you have even worse of a reload with that same magazine size. So I think Torgue you can say is out. So Jacobs is a potential. Matching grip is a potential. But Torgue is out. And to compare that to the Tediore grip there, it's better to go with the Jacobs than the Torgue here. And now we have the Bandit. The Bandit has more in the mag than the other ones because you get the Bandit magazine increase. You do have a slower reload than the Jacobs and a much slower reload than the Blockhead, and that damage isn't as important. So in this case, while I like Bandit grip on a lot of Hyperion stuff and even Hyperion shotguns, in this case I say it's out. So it's really between the Jacobs and the Tediore. And this might just depend on your build and everything. So I'm gonna get rid of these two. I'm gonna move this into my down slot. I usually just like going up and down for these guns. Now I do have the legendary Siren Comm on, and I've got my build with 10 out of 5 foresight, and I will be able to negate more reload speed with inertia. So now if I compare these guns here, 11 versus 8, so it's still got 3 more in the mag. But I can live with 8 probably. And that reload speed, when you take inertia, the 50% from inertia and then another 40% there, we're not actually talking much difference in the reload speed. So here's the Jacobs, and this is without inertia. And here's the Tediore. I can tell the Tediore is faster there. But this is coming back fast enough for me. Where I don't think that's an issue. I mean, that's definitely faster, but I personally would go for my Jacobs here. Because with inertia, there's going to be less difference of that reload speed. And that extra damage is going to make a difference both on the throw reload, but also just on a typical shot, especially with that splash damage on it, and all the ways to increase this. This is a shotgun, and I'm going to use it as such, less of a DPS machine. I'm going to use this more for burst DPS than sustained DPS. I think if you put this into a DPS calculator, the TDR grip will probably come ahead slightly, but this to me isn't a sustained DPS weapon. It is a burst DPS weapon, and the Jacobs is going to win with burst DPS here. So, like all these, this is not definitive. This is not saying you can't use this grip or this group is definitely best, but in an argument here, I would go to the Jacobs, at least on this character. So thanks for watching. I hope you guys find these informative, kind of looking at the different parts here. I didn't really mention stocks on these because really a stock's not going to make too much of a difference on this gun. And Hyperion stocks are generally pretty good for most shotguns, so Hyperion stock should outperform a TDR stock as well. So thank you for watching. Let me know what you guys think of the Blockhead and what you prefer to use with it. And I will see you later. Bye.